You can split and combine raw bear data using ImagesPlus. Let me show you the tools that would be used to do that. First of all, I'm going to make a raw bear data file from a digital camera raw file. And I'm going to use digital camera raw conversion. And I'm going to select the @capture white balance bear color data and convert that Canon RAW file into a raw bear format data. And I'll open it up. We can see what it looks like. Okay, I can close this. The checkerboard pattern that's really the red, green, and blue pixel pattern that you're seeing. Now, to access only the red, the green, and blue without first converting this to a color image can be done using the split bear CFA and combine bear CFA functions. And they're both interrelated. To split this bear image into its color components, I use split bear CFA and check the components that I want. I want to split all of them out so I can manipulate them as red, green, and blue and then put it back into a bear format before it's turned into color. So to link the split components back to a monochrome bear format image, I'm going to use this option, then just press the apply button. And that'll pull out the red, green, and blue pixels, put them in separate images, so that I can then run all the filters in ImagesPlus against them and do some customized work. This gives me a chance to name the bear file that it's going to create. And it should be about done. Okay, here's the original bear file that I split into its color components. I can close that now because when I split things, I had the new color or new monochrome image option enabled, and that split the red, green, and blue and linked them back to this new monochrome image that's in bear format. So let's shrink the size of these down a little. I think that's okay. Close this and then look at what we have here. Maybe I'll shrink this size a little bit. This one. Here's the green one. Let's shrink it too. Okay, so I've got the green component, the red component, and the blue component. The green one is twice as long as the red and blue, and that's because there's twice as many green pixels as there are red and blue. That's natural. It should be that way. At this point, the isolated red, blue, and green images that are contained in this bear image are all linked back to this bear image through this command. See, that's what this part does. If you'd want to swap out the red, you could do this, clear selection, and then maybe you'd want to take the red from a different bear format image and put it back in, do things of this type. Okay, maybe you want to smooth the red. Well, let's apply a 5x5 Gaussian to the red data. Okay, maybe you want to increase the brightness of the blue a little bit. So let's use curves, let's say. Apply it to the blue and increase the brightness. Okay. Now when I press apply, it's going to take this green, red, and blue and rebuild a bear format image with it. And the new bear format image will have the same green pixels, smoothed red, and blue will be brighter. Okay. Well, you get the idea here, I think. Any of these filters up here, smoothing, sharpening, noise reduction, can be applied to these components separately. Then you press the apply button to rebuild the bear format image. Okay, and then when you're done with this, we can close out the components And here's our modified bear file that you can then, well, one of the things you can do is turn it into color. It's a Canon 20D, I believe. So I'll use this bear interpolation to turn it into a color image. And when we see this image, it'll be kind of hard to tell that the red has been smooth, but I think it's rather obvious that the blue has been increased. Okay, so these two commands, split bear color format array and combine bear color format array, allow you to access the red, green, and blue data in any bear format image from a one-shot color CCD or digital camera. Before you access the color channels before it's turned into a color image, so you can do all sorts of customized processing. Okay.